What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another OneHive Prime War recap video. For this, I have something special to show you. So, Clan Warlog. First, let's stop here. Yes, it's going to be Golden Goblins. Spoiler alert. But let's just pause and take a look at this Warlog. I don't even know if OneHive Prime's Warlog is public, but I'm making it now because there's some things you guys see. I missed 12 days ago, they played Crystal Warrior. I believe that was a random match. And it was, I don't know what the breakdown was, so I'm not even going to guess at what it was. But my understanding was that it was a great war as far as both sides. And OneHive Prime took down the tiebreaker victory with only 1.6%. And Crystal Warrior is no pushover clan. They are awesome. And then Grandma's Army is also a well-known clan. They lost just by 0.4%. And then Dark Avengers, which I believe is a feeder or part of the clan Tanamo Bay family, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I believe that's the case. Last I checked. So look at that. Look at the last wars that OneHive Prime had to get. And I had said in a different video that I believe that, you know, 1.0 and the Prime, quote, feeder clan, I don't view it as a feeder. And when I went through Prime, I view Prime and OneHive as literally a hive, as a family, that we're all just one giant clan of 100 members or so. And because you will get wars that are gangster in Prime as well, and you're around great attackers. So there's my soapbox. Great job to the Primates, especially as of late. Heartbreaker lost to Golden Goblins. Let's talk about that war. The breakdown, it was 83 to 85. Shout out to Golden Goblins. They had a great showing, and there was a lot of forced dips that Prime had to do at every level. 9 and 10s. In fact, I think most, if not all, of the 10s, although there wasn't that many to pick from, were all dips. So 93 to 95, a really respectable showing by Primates. Let's take a look at the breakdowns. The breakdowns for this war was OneHive Prime had 5 full Town Hall 11s. And we had 6 Town Hall 10s, 19 9s. For Golden Goblins, they had 5 Town Hall 11s. They had 3 Town Hall 10s and 2 10.5s. So the match did favor them. I'm not saying that's why they won. They won outright. They had great wars. But man, I really wish this would have been a little bit more even-sided. Would have been made it all that more exciting. So that's just my morning. The other part, let's see if it's on their side. Do they show their YouTube? I'm not seeing that they do, but I will. They are a member of the Champions World League mid-season. I'm of the opinion it's between them and Dark Looter Z. But shout out to Ozman. I'll put the link to his YouTube channel in the description. He does the recaps for Golden Goblins. He cracks me up. He always does a fair breakdown. I always enjoy his replays. He's very chillax, if you will. But if you head over there, there's 2 videos I must highly recommend. The first one is Shutless, SHUTLESS. I believe it was about someone trolling him or his clanmates, and how he took that troll post and turned it into a song. It's a 1.5-minute video, and I love it. I've shared it many times. And then, of course, there is the Tactical Ink replay, a recap video, where he finds tactical a fun word to say. And I can relate with that humor, so I thought it was funny. Let's get down to the replays. Let's start with number 1, 8K2. Hitting above, getting a respectable 70%. Trying to double the Town Hall 11s. Really nice job on this. Taking away some Archer Towers at the top, which then opens up the percentage of some minions, and that's done for at the top. Starts his walk down here with the baby dragon to help. He is looking for heading towards the left, which is why he has his baby dragon. I love level 4 baby dragons. Kind of a long walk. Let's go to times 2 just for the sake of time. I do have 3 other replays to share. I like how he AK2 used that giant just to tank a little bit, and then sent his baby dragon in there. A lot of value from that walk. Gonna get an air defense as well, which only opens up minion percentage. As he enters a close walk here, sends the golem down, and some goblins come out of golden goblin CC, pun intended. Really wonder what the utility of these new walls are going to be. I wonder if it's something like you can't wall breaker them. That'd be interesting. It would be even cooler if it says like you can't use the jump spell's negated by it. That would be really interesting. But great walk in here. Great percentage. Entered into the base against max infernals, which are a pain in the ass to hit. And then he had his ability all the way to the core and popped it at the right area to basically give him that much needed extra high percent, which matters in these kinds of wars. So great job, AK2. We'll bounce out of here. And then let's look at number 11. I could have missed it on the replays. You know, I probably did. Let's show what Golden Goblins did. They doubled our 4 of our 5 Town Hall 11s. They did get a 11 on 11 triple. And then this is where our 10s are. They cleared all but one of our 10s, and of course all the 9s. For us, we left 1 of their 5 Town Hall 11s undoubled, and then cleared everything else. Okay, that shows you how close it was. Going down to number 11, Diesel 2, who has a main in 1.0, obviously Diesel. So with the rest of these replays, I wanted to show stuff we don't see all the time, as often, I should say. Latlo and Loons are king. They're everywhere. So I said, why not pick out some replays that weren't heavy on air? To also further illustrate and support what I've been saying, that Town Hall 9 is not broken. That it's not all Loons all the time. That sometimes there's some really good anti-Lalo bases, and the other part is look at the utility of this Ice Wizard that he brings. Just 4 of them, 2 from right here, and this Ice Wizard really helps out the Kill Squad push, which elongates the life of his Golem, and then that only helps him out when it comes time for his Hog push. But sometimes the air attack is going to be forced on a base. Like, it is the most riskiest. That's fun to say. It is the riskiest option to take down a base. So why do it? Yeah, they're OP, but don't force an attack strategy on a base, right? So you'll still see some hogs. They still work great. You still see some stoned hobos, which is what we're watching here. There's so many options at Town Hall 9, which is what I really like. It makes it a lot of fun to play and try to strategize about what's the right strategy to use for that. So really good Hagen. Enters into a giant bomb, but is healed right back up before they go into the bomb tower bomb. And then they get healed right back up before they move on to yet another giant bomb. And then that heal wears out, but they had enough life in them with the Queen finally joining up to take down the rest of the base. Plus he had a wizard on the bottom here, standard stuff, cleaning up the outside trash ring. Nice job. Queen is going to have to beat through a wall in order to get to that drill, elixir drill, but everything will be, he has hogs on the map that can get that as well. So nice job, Diesel. Bounce out of here. Let's look at number 17. You guys can see the army comp. This is like a bowler walk, Vealer, I think. Peril's mini. Yeah, this is a bowler walk Vealer. Queen walk that turned into a Vealer. I don't think this went according to plan. I think he expected to get much more out of his Queen walk. I missed it on the replay why that wasn't the case. If the audio sucks on this replay, I'm sorry. I'm trying a new filter on OBS and gains and things like that to boost the volume as well as still drown out the background noise. I tested the volume on this earlier and I definitely was louder, but I think I sound more robotic. To me, the Elgato standalone probably does the best balancing of both. Pops the ability at top. And then the queen keeps walking, but I could have. She dies, and I just don't know why. I didn't catch that. So on the bottom side here, though, he uses a BK to tank for his bowlers with 2 healers behind them, and they're going to count for the entire left side. Meanwhile, he's got Valks up the gut and another jump to let them through the rest of the core. And I guess like that bow just over time as she entered 2-point defense, because that's 90 plus what? That's like, it's over 160. I know the magic number is 160 because of the healing penalty to royals, that they'll slowly dwindle down with 4 of them behind or something like that. I know 160 is the magic number. But really nice job. His BK died, but the healer stayed behind. He's got a bowler walk to finish off the trash ring on the left side, which had 2 royals and then high hit point storages and town halls. And then he still has a shit ton of Valks in the core, thanks to the walk that turned into a Veeler. Not that it was needed, because he had like way too many Valks in the core remaining, and he was not fighting the clock on this. So we'll go to ×4. Really nice plan, Peril. I really enjoyed that. Plus, it's something you don't see too often nowadays. So to end this out, I got number 22. 22. Terramut. Earthquake. I think this is a shattered. No, shattered Earthquake Hobo. You're going to enter down here. Go to ×2 because it is long developing. But that'll give the queen, he should get all the way up to the queen and gets a lot of defenses along the way. Okay, let's slow it down some so you guys get to see the development. Wall breakers into that. Keeps it shallow to the left, though, where that earthquake's going to be. Or what is now formed, I should say. Nice funnel. Bowler's going to walk down the edge, and then the wizards take care of the trash ring to turn them inward. And if you look at what's left on the base, on the edges of the walls and things like that, just really smart. I mean, there's nowhere but the core to stay into and head towards the queen for his royals behind 2 golems. Or is it 3? Behind 2 golems and bowlers with rage. I mean, that was just nice. He still has a queen ability in hand and 2 heals for 20 hog healing. Or Hagen rather, left over here, and there the path remaining, if you saw it, was nothing but satellite defensive pathing. Really, no giant bomb threats. The springs weren't really there at all, and he has a ton of hogs left over, entering into a wizard tower. He could have possibly even swagged that heal, but that's a level 30 king that can one-shot some of your hogs if you're not careful. So, bags a queen ability, but it's going to need it for sake of time. We'll go to ×4. Just nice raid, Terramut. Very nice. That'll do it for this recap video. Congratulations to Golden Goblin for a well-fought war. And also to the Primates. Really hard-fought war. Nice job, guys. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double. And I will check you next time.